healthy, with the exception of Carlin Sharp, obviously. But we have the 2 JV players to take their spots, so we have an extra body on the bench.
Yeah, exactly. You're now up to 12 players overall. And that is the one problem, like you were talking about. It's kind of that give and take of, okay, you may be able to play all your players since you only have 11 players on the roster. But at the same time, if you get an injury, then that makes you heavily shorthanded. So we'll take a quick break right here as we get ready for the national anthem and the starting lineups here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network.
And now, our starting lineup for the Marlboro County Lady Bulldogs. Number 3, Tysonia Lowe. Number 5, Lanique James. Number 11, Jackson Norman. Number 21, Matasia Isaac. And number 4, Kennedy Ashford.
So there are your starting lineup for both teams here in Marlboro County. And we'll run them down for you in just a second. First for the Chiefs, it will be Adaya Vereen, Riley Vincent, Jordan Berger, Daviana Hatchell, and Jenna Berger. And for Marlboro County, it will be Tysonia Lowe, Kennedy Ashwood, Lanique James, Jasmine Norman, and Montasia Isaac as we get ready for tip-off here in Marlboro County, and we are underway. Marlboro County gets the tip-off going left to right, a long two, no good. Offensive rebound, scramble for the ball, though, and Vincent is able to come up with it, and now the Chiefs will go on offense. Passes it out to Berger. Berger thought about passing it inside. It will be tipped, and it will remain North Myrtle Beach ball. Vincent to take the inbound. Passes out to Berger. Berger thought about it and now passes it inside. That will be off of Jordan Berger's hands, and we're going the other way. Marlboro County will regain possession. Norman with the ball. Passes the near side corner, bring it inside. Now thought about passing it, and a traveling violation will be called, and it will be Chief ball.
Looks like both teams are playing half-court defense to start out early here, Brandon.
Yeah, kind of a feeling out process here for both teams. Just getting used to each other as Vincent brings it over the timeline, passes it over to Berger near side wing. Berger brings it far side, now over to Hatchell. Hatchell thought about handing it off, now passes it over to Vincent, far side corner. Now she gets it over to Vereen. Vereen at the point. She'll set up a play, passes the near side wing to Berger. Berger to Vincent at the near side corner. Passes it out to Vereen, and it will be out. It will go out of bounds off of a Chief, so it will go back to Marlboro County.
And that's 2 turnovers and 2 possessions here. 7:04 remaining here in the first quarter. Still no score.
Definitely not how you want to start this game for the Chiefs. As Marlboro County gets the ball, Norman passes it over. Now over. A 3 ball is good by Tysonia Lowe, and she gets the Bulldogs on the board and the first point of the game on the board as the Chiefs try to push the pace. Berger to Berger, laying attempt no good, but she gets fouled hard and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. 6:40 remaining in the first quarter. First points were put on the board by Marlboro County, but the Chiefs have the opportunity to get points on the board right here.
Tysonia Lowe, who made that 3 from Marlboro County, averaging 17.8 points per game. So that's going to be a very interesting player to watch throughout tonight.
She is the leading scorer, or the second leading scorer behind Jasmine Norman, as the first free throw is up and good. Second one also up and good for Berger. So it's now a 3-2 game. Now Lowe with the ball, far side wing. Now over to the point. Now driving near side. She'll drive down the baseline. Now she'll kick it out. Now driving. Stop. Brings it back out. Kick out. Out to Norman. Norman far side wing. Now passes it out. Now back over to Norman. Now over to Lowe. Lowe far side wing. She brings it back out to the point. Now she'll bring it back almost to the timeline. Now passes it over to Ashwood. Ashwood near side wing. Now over to James. James over to Lowe. Passes it inside. And a late attempt, no good by Norman, and they'll call a traveling on Norman, and we're going the other way. Chiefs have the opportunity to take the first lead of the game for them with 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Vincent brings the ball up, passes it over far side over to Berger. Berger brings it near side, almost gets it stripped. Now kick out over to Vincent, 3, no good. Offensive rebound by Vereen, laying good. Adaya Vereen showing that offensive rebounding prowess and giving the Chiefs their first lead of the game.
And that's a guard. As a guard, that's very impressive for Adaya Vereen, camping out underneath the paint, getting that rebound.
Absolutely, as Lowe passes over to Norman. Norman passes it back over to Lowe, near side wing. Now passes it over to Ashwood. Ashwood drives, laying good. And the Bulldogs take the lead once more. It's 5-4. Long outlet pass out to Berger. Berger drives baseline. She thought about putting it up, now passes it to her sister, and she puts it up and in. Chiefs retake the lead once more. Norman with the ball. She'll drive near side, stops and pops. 2, no good. Rebounded by Hatchell. Hatchell, long outlet pass to Berger. Berger loses the handle and gets it stolen. Long outlet pass is stolen by Vincent, and we're going back the other way. Vincent over to Hatchell. Hatchell inside to Berger. Berger lay in, no good off the side iron, and it will go out of bounds. It will remain Chief ball.
Well, after a slow start here, things are starting to pick up here, and the excitement is starting to pick up.
Yeah, those first couple of minutes seem like as the inbound pass goes to Berger. Berger passes it inside, lane attempt no good, and a whistle will be blown. Jump ball will be called. Possession arrow will favor the Chiefs. But yeah, like you mentioned, first couple of minutes seemed like it was a feeling out process for both of these teams as they get it inside to Hatchell, and she lays it up and in.
Good feed off the inbounds pass there.
Lowe now with the ball. She'll bring it over the timeline. 8-5 Chiefs in the lead. Lowe will drive near side. Now brings it back out. Stops and pops long two. No good. Rebounded by Vincent. Vincent pushing it up. She'll go coast to coast. Now passes it inside to Hatchell. Hatchell gets an open lane, but no good. She gets her own offensive rebound. No good. And it's rebounded by Marlboro County. Now Lowe bringing it up. She'll drive all the way. Floater. No good. Rebound. And it will be tipped off of Daviana Hatchell, so it will remain Marlboro County ball. Rebounded by Vereen. Vereen, long outlet pass. Now over to Berger, laying good.
The Lady Chiefs having no issues getting up and down the court quick.
Yeah, Chiefs
lot of fast break points here early on.
Chiefs have gone on a 6-0 run here as the pass out over to Lowe. Lowe tries to pass it inside, and it will go out of bounds. It will be Chief ball. Or no, excuse me, it will be Bulldog ball.
So Brown is going to check in for Lowe here for Marlboro County here at the 3:28 mark.
Passes it out, stop and pop three, no good. Rebounded by Berger. Berger now to push it up. Long outlet pass to her sister. Now passes it out to Vincent. Vincent will reset at the point. Vincent passes it over to Berger. Berger stops and pops. Three, no good. Tipped, scrambled for the ball, saved, and Vincent is able to recover it. Great save by Jenna Berger to save the turnover. And now the Chiefs are able to reset. Vereen now with the ball far side wing. She'll drive baseline. Lay-in attempt, no good. Tipped, rebounded, no good. Again, another offensive rebound, and will go out of bounds off of a Bulldog, so the Chiefs will retain possession.
Well, that was a good job by Jenna Berger saving that errant pass, but
Vincent with the three from the inbound, no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs stop and pop. Long two by Norman, drains it. Chiefs now pushing it up. Berger with the lay-in, good. 12-7 now with just under 2.5 left to go in the first quarter.
And the Berger twins have 4 points apiece.
Norman will now slow down the tempo. Passes it over far side. Now an errant pass is stolen by Berger. Berger goes coast to coast, laying good.
And now you have to assume that Leah Zimmerman's going to have to call a timeout pretty soon.
As the Chiefs extend the lead out to 7. Norman with the ball. She'll reset and slow down the tempo, and now a timeout will be called by Marlboro County.
And the Chiefs fans behind us are starting to clap. They have a pretty comfortable 7-point lead at 14-7, 1:57 remaining here in the first quarter. As I was saying, with Jenna Berger saving that inbounds, or that errant pass, I should say, that took a lot of. That was very gutsy on her part.
Yeah, that took a lot of guts by her.
Because that ball actually went off of a Marlboro County player, and Jenna Berger didn't really have to do that, but she's lucky that that ball went right to Riley Vincent, who was able to reset and run the offense.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, she didn't even have to save it because it did go off of a Marlboro County player, but, a great effort by her to save it.
So we're back to action here. Kennedy Ashwood will inbound right in front of us.
She'll get it out to Lanique James. James at the near side wing, passes it back over to Ashwood. Ashwood at the point. Now she'll reset and bring it back to the timeline. Passes it over to James. James far side wing. Now back over to Ashwood. Ashwood stutter steps. Now kicks it out back over to James, who takes a three, drains it. And now it's a 14-10 game as Vincent gets a long outlet pass. She'll drive, and they will call a traveling violation on Vincent. So we're going the other way.
Ashanti White and Destiny Vereen have checked in for the Chiefs.
Norman to bring the ball up over the timeline. Passes it over to Ashwood. Ashwood over to James. James loses the handle, and it will go over the over and back, but it's stolen by White regardless. White going in, up and under, and they will call a traveling violation on Ashanti White. Great defense by James off of the turnover to get back, but a tough break for Ashanti White, seemingly having a wide open opportunity of a lay-in and getting the turnover. They get it over to Ashwood, and it's stolen by Berger. Berger has a wide open lane. Again, good transition defense by Marlboro County, forces the miss, but an offensive rebound and a pass into her sister draws the foul, and Jordan Berger will go to the line to shoot two.
46.5 seconds remaining here as Berger's going to head to the line. She has 4 points on the night, and the only attempts at the line for either team, 2 of 2 thus far.
And now she's 3 of 3 as she hits the first one. 15-10 with just over 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and the second one is good as well. 16-10 ball game, Chiefs in the lead. Norman brings the ball up over the timeline, passes it over to James. James over, and stolen once again by Berger. Berger goes coast to coast, lay-in, good, and one. This time Jenna Berger with the lay-in and the foul. And the Chiefs seem to be stifling this passing game by the Bulldogs on defense. That's 3 straight forced turnovers.
Well, that's the quickness of their man-to-man defense. It's getting in ahead of Marlboro County early on here.
The end one, no good, rebounded by Marlboro County. They try to get it out as Brown falls down, but she's able to get it over to James. James over to Ashwood, near side wing. Ashwood now stutter step, crossover, drive, and she almost got it stripped. And now they will call an up and down, I believe, on Marlboro County, and it will be Chiefs ball.
And Jamisha Moss is going to check in for Jordan Berger. She's leading the Chiefs thus far. No, she's second with 6 points.
Chiefs have
far.
an opportunity to extend the lead out to 10 at the end of the quarter. They pass it inside, lay in, good by Moss. And that'll end the quarter with the Chiefs taking a 20-10 lead.
Well, they're off to a good start in this one. Very solid 8-minute quarter for Coach Brooke Smith and the Chiefs.
Absolutely. Chiefs doing a great job here. They started off a little sluggish to begin the first quarter, but ever since they put their foot on the gas pedal, it's been all gas for the Chiefs and all Chiefs for the remainder of this first quarter.
Well, let's go over some quick first quarter stats. Adaya Vereen has 2 points. Jordan Berger has 6 on 1 field goal, including 4 from the line. That's very crucial to a Chiefs victory. How good can they be from the charity stripe tonight? Daviana Hatchell has 2 points. Jamisha Moss scored the last bucket of the quarter for her only 2 points. And Jenna Berger leads the Chiefs with 8 points, including 0 of 1 from the foul line.
Chiefs had a very good first quarter, especially the tail end of it, as we get set to start the second quarter. Bulldogs to inbound. Lowe gets the inbound and sets up a play from the point. Brings it back out over towards the timeline. Passes over to Ashwood, near side wing. Now back over to James. James back over to Lowe. Lowe will stutter step. Almost lost the handle, and she does. And it will go out of bounds. It will be Chiefs ball.
Well, the Chiefs are doing a great job holding Tysonia Lowe and Jasmine Warren to only 5 points here in the early going.
Vincent with the ball, passes it over to Berger. Berger passes it inside to Moss. Moss with the 2 from the far side elbow, no good. White tried to get the rebound, but it will go out of bounds, and it will be Marlboro County ball. Now Lowe to bring it up over the timeline. Low stutter step. Now they will see what they're going to call here. They are going to call a foul, I believe. They will call a foul
on Destiny Vereen, I believe. So that's her first, and I believe that's the Chiefs' first team foul of the night.
As Lowe with the ball at the point. Thought about passing it, now does. Now back over. Now passes it back over to Lowe, and they will say she traveled. So we're going the other way with just over 7 minutes remaining in the first half.
Marlboro County's been having some issues with traveling tonight. I believe that's their 4th or 5th time?
Something like that. They've had a lot of trouble getting their offense going as Vincent thought about stopping and popping, now gets it over to Berger. Berger will drive baseline, stops and pops, laying good from the low block. 22-10 now, Chiefs in the lead. Lowe passes it over, driving baseline, floater good by Lanique James. Long outlet pass, almost stolen, but Moss is able to come up with it. Berger passes it inside to Moss. Moss laying good by Destiny Vereen. Now Lowe drives. She tries to pass it inside. Foul is called. I do not believe the bucket will count. Oh, no, they're going to call an offensive foul, I believe.
So Daviana Hatchell and Adiah Vereen's going to check in.
The pace is certainly picking up here between these two as White brings it over the timeline. Passes it over to Moss. Moss passes it inside to Vereen, laying no good. Offensive rebound by Moss, no good. Another one, and almost lost it, but Vereen able to come up with it. White now with the ball. She'll reset. Now passes it over to Vereen. Vereen over to Moss. Moss inside. Over to White. White to Vereen. Laying attempt, no good, but she'll draw the foul and go to the line to shoot two. That will actually be Daviana Hatchell who will draw the foul.
Well, the Chiefs have been solid from the line so far tonight, 4-5, and Daviana Hatchell only has 2 points tonight. She's going to make it 3, maybe even 4.
The first free throw up and good. 25-12 with just under 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Second free throw up, good. That'll extend the lead out to 14. Lowe with the ball. Passes it over near side wing. Over to Ashwood. Ashwood now back out to Ashwood. She'll drive. Tries to kick it out to Lowe. Lowe now fadeaway. No good. Rebounded by Hatchell. Hatchell, long outlet pass. Moss will go coast to coast. No good on the lay-in. Rebounded by Marlboro County. And a foul will be called on Adiah Vereen. Kennedy Ashwood drawing the foul.
I believe they're going to call push-off.
Yep. So Marlboro County will retain possession with 5.5 left to go in the half. Lowe gets the ball. She'll bring it up over the timeline. She'll pass it over to Oliver, who just checked in. Oliver near side wing. She crosses over. Almost lost the ball, but is able to recover. Now passes it over. Long two by Norman is good.
But they're going to call that a 3.
They will call that a 3. So a 3 from the near side wing by Norman drains. As now Ashanti White loses the handle. Stolen by Lowe. Lowe will drive. Kicks it out. Ashwood with the long 2 drains it. Or Norman, excuse me. Now a slight full court press, and now Norman will intentionally foul Vereen.
I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that.
So Jordan Berger's going to check in, and Jermisha Moss is going to take a seat.
Vereen gets it into Hatchell. Hatchell passes it out to Berger. Berger passes it inside to Moss. Moss inside to Vereen, laying good.
Oh, that was Daviana Hatchell.
Excuse me,
again.
that was Daviana Hatchell who got the lay-in.
Give her 6 on tonight.
And now Norman drives. Now she kicks it out over to Lowe. Lowe over to Oliver. Oliver hands it off. Norman stops and pops. Long 2, no good. Rebounded by the Chiefs. Now hands it off to Hatchell. Hatchell passes it up to Berger. Berger lay-in, no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Now pushing it up. Driving, tried to pass it inside to a wide open Norman, and she gets the lay-in. Now another full court press by the Bulldogs. And a timeout will be called by the Chiefs.
Well, that one was much needed. As soon as Norman made that lay-in, Coach Smith immediately sent Jordan Berger back over to the scorer's table. Clearly, she's not happy with the play of her team at this very moment.
So 28-19 or 14?
It's got to be 19.
Okay.
The scoreboard here has a few bulbs burnt out. So, yeah, 28-19. I was about to say 28-14.
So 28-14 with just under 4.
19. 28-19.
28-19, thank you. 28-19 with just under 4 remaining in the first half.
Well, the Bulldogs are down. They realize they need this game. They're hungry, no pun intended, as being a Bulldog. But as I said, they clearly want this game. They're going to keep fighting. They're hanging around, but they still have a lot of work to do here.
And they honestly need this game more than the Chiefs do, as White brings it up, passes over to Berger. Berger inside to Hatchell. Hatchell to Berger, laying good.
Jordan Berger right off the bench.
Right off the bench. Gets the Chiefs up to 30. Oliver brings it up over the timeline. Passes it over to James, near side wing. She passes it over. Scramble for the ball, stolen by Hatchell. And Hatchell almost lost the handle on that one. She recovers, passes it over to Berger. Berger tries to get it inside. Vereen is able to get it out after losing the handle. Passes it over to Berger. Now over to her sister. Berger inside to Vereen. Vereen up and under, no good. Offensive rebound by Hatchell, no good. Another offensive rebound, and she'll draw a foul and go to the line to shoot 2.
Daviana Hatchell is just muscling inside. She's showing a lot of strength for the junior forward here for the Chiefs. She is 2 of 2 from the line tonight.
Hatchell's first free throw up and good.
Riley Vincent is going to check in, and Ashanti White will take a seat on the bench.
Hatchell's second
She has 7 total points tonight.
is no good. Offense looked like Berger was about to get an offensive rebound, but a whistle is called, and it will be Chiefs ball once more.
And Adaya Vereen is going to trigger from the baseline.
Thinking about it, now passes out to Vincent. Vincent inside to Vereen. Vereen will draw. Oh, no, they will call traveling on Vereen. So we're going the other way. Bulldogs ball. Oliver bringing it up over the timeline. Passes it over far side over to Ashwood. Ashwood thought about passing it, now does. Pass it over to James. James brings it near side to the near side wing. Hands it off to Oliver. Oliver crosses the double team, stops and pops long two, no good. Rebounded by the Chiefs. Vincent with the ball, trying to get out of this full court press. She does, gets it out to Vereen. Vereen hands it off to Vincent. Vincent spin move, now passes it over to Vereen. Vereen will bring it far side, she'll drive baseline, and a whistle is blown. And they will call traveling on Vereen.
And that's 2 straight possessions where a traveling was called on Vereen. She drove right into 2 players, and that was kind of the result you expected.
Oliver now to bring it over the timeline. She crosses over, she'll drive, and now kicks it out. Thought about taking a 3, now a floater, no good. Rebounded, scramble for the ball, and it's rebounded by Marlboro County, rebounded by Lowe. Now James with the ball. She'll drive far side. Now kicks it out. 3 buckets.
No, they're going to call that a 2.
Oh, okay. So it was a very long 2 as an outlet pass, and they will say it went out of bounds, and we're going the other way. Marlboro County ball once again.
Well, Coach Smith,
now,
Coach Smith told us that we were going to see the future. Sorry for interrupting.
And we do. Alana Neese checks in.
So now it's a 10-point game with 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Oliver brings it up. Now passes it over to Lowe. Lowe passes it inside, and some stifling defense by Berger draw the foul, as she was all over Montasia Isaac on that pass.
And that is her first on the night, third for the Chiefs.
As Lowe checks back in. Ashwood to inbound. Stifling defense on the inbound. Now Ashwood gets the ball back, passes it inside, and the lay-in by James is good. 31-23 with just over a minute remaining in the half. Hatchell will drive. Long pass over far side corner. Now passes to Vincent, far side wing three, no good. Offensive rebound, however. Well, it looked like they were going to get an offensive rebound, but it will go off of a Chief out of bounds, and it will be Marlboro County ball.
Well, Marlboro County's starting to turn on the intensity here with under a minute remaining. The Chiefs are just trying to get out of the half.
Low passes over. Now long three. No good off front iron by Oliver. Rebounded by the Chiefs. Hatchell now pushing it up. Hatchell will pass it inside, but it's stolen. Low now with the ball. She'll try to go coast to coast. Lay in. Good. 31-25 with just over a half a minute remaining in the half. And the Chiefs really need to get something going so that they do not go out with the possession squarely in the Bulldogs' hands as Vincent takes a three, no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Lowe passes it near side. Long two, no good. Offensive rebound by Lowe, however, she puts it back up, no good. Another offensive rebound, no good as well. Again, offensive rebound. Ashwood with a long two, no good. And it's finally rebounded by Berger. Berger to Berger, she'll go. Floater, good, at the buzzer. And it's a 33-25 game as we head to the half. And that buzzer beater lay-in might be the momentum boost that the Chiefs need, as the Bulldogs were starting to get a little momentum going in those last few minutes of the second quarter.
Well, the Chiefs are going to be going into the locker room with an 8-point lead. Very lucky it was an 8-point lead. I was thinking it was going to be 6, but thanks to Jenna Berger's floater at the buzzer, it's much needed. And I'm not going to lie, early on in this one, as the Chiefs were starting to pull away and getting a lot of momentum, I thought there was going to be a big chance that we were going to see a lot of the players that we don't normally see, but the Chiefs are going to have to fight hard in the second half to ride out of Bennettsville tonight with the victory.
I think if the Chiefs are able to get back to their dominant ways that they had in the middle of the first quarter, then we probably will see some of the younger players, maybe some of the JV players coming off of the bench. So we'll take a quick break right here and come back with some first half stats and analysis and get you ready for the second half here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back to Bennettsville and Marlboro County High School as the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs lead the Marlboro County Bulldogs 33-25. And I'll kick it over to Tyler for some first half stats. Tyler?
Well, Adiah Vereen has 2 points thus far. The big scores tonight are obviously the Berger twins, Jenna Berger and Jordan Berger. Jordan has, 8 points thus far on 2 field goals and is 4 of 4 from the line. Jenna is 0 of 1 for the line, but she's leading the Chiefs with 14 points, including the buzzer beater as we just saw. Daviana Hatchell, who's been very, very strong on the boards tonight. She has been the last couple games, in fact. She has 5 points on 2 field goals and 3 of 4 from the foul line. And as a team, North Myrtle Beach is shooting 7 of 9 from the foul line. That is a 77% clip as compared to their totals against Myrtle Beach on Friday, which was 8 of 14, 57.1% for that game. So the Chiefs shooting a lot better from the foul line to start off here. But the main thing that Coach Smith has to be telling her team is, why did you let off the gas so much? Why did you let them back into this game? Coach Smith, I looked over at their bench multiple times throughout the last 2 or 3 minute stretch, and she was not happy whatsoever with the effort her team gave as the half was winding down.
Yeah, definitely something that I'm sure Coach Smith is talking to them about in the locker room right now. Yes, you have your playoff situation all squared away and everything, but you don't want to be lackadaisical when it comes to any game. And, especially when you take a lead like that, you want to be able to retain that lead and not let up on the gas pedal. And the Chiefs certainly seem to have done that in the second quarter. But like we talked about, hopefully that buzzer beater by Berger will give them some momentum coming out of the locker room and going into the second half.
And that's some very well-needed momentum with an 8-point lead over the Marlboro County Bulldogs. Tysania Lau and Jasmine Norman averaging 17.9 and 17.8 points per game, respectively. Jasmine Norman has 11 points thus far on 4 field goals and 1 3-pointer. And Tysania Lau has 5 points on 1 field goal and 1 3-pointer. For Kennedy Ashwood, she has 2 points. James, number 5, she has, looks like that's 7 points on 2 field goals and 1 3-pointer. The difference I see is that North Myrtle Beach has yet to make a 3-pointer. I know Riley Vincent attempted 1 or 2, and they clanked off the rim. Marlboro County has gotten the 3-ball to fall a little bit more. They've hit 3 thus far.
So, was trying to look for any update on both the Aiken and South Aiken games, but could not find anything on Twitter, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. And obviously, because I believe that region still has another game left to play
on
even
Friday.
after tonight. So be sure to stay tuned to our Twitter, NMB Chiefs Online, as well as both the girls and boys Twitter pages for all the updates once we find out who will be coming to North Myrtle Beach next Tuesday, which is when the playoffs begin, the state championships begin.
And it's expected to be a big crowd.
Yes, of course. I mean, it's playoff time. It's a big deal, so definitely going to be a big crowd out at North Myrtle Beach High School this upcoming Tuesday, a week from now.
Well, the thing that is surprising me right now, the Marlboro County Lady Bulldogs have taken the court for second half warm-ups, but the Lady Chiefs still have not. So Coach Smith probably still talking to them about what they need in order to come out with a comfortable win here in Bennettsville, as here they come to a nice reception to their team led by Jenna Berger.
Yeah, a nice contingency traveled the hour 45 out here to Marlboro County for the Chiefs. And they sit right behind us as we are just a little over a minute away from the third quarter starting. So what would you have to say are the keys for the Chiefs to continue their winning ways and get back to the dominant play that they had in the first quarter?
Well, the first one, obviously, is to play a strong 16 minutes here in the second half. I mean, you've always heard the term, we don't stop until the final whistle blows, and that's definitely needed in this game. And if it gets, I don't know if it's ever going to get to this point tonight, but if it gets up to 25, maybe 30 points, I mean, you want to pull your starters, obviously.
Absolutely.
You want to rest them for the playoffs and give some of the players that don't normally see the floor but work their butts off in practice, who have their whole season, give them some time to be in the spotlight.
Yeah, not just them, like you mentioned, like a Carlin Sharp. Well, Carlin Sharp is injured right now, but like a Katie Runyon, like an Alana Neese, those players, have them come out and play, and then also bring in Christian Livingston and Jaden Berger in to give them some playing time to get them ready for any potential time that they may have on the team during the playoffs, and also looking towards the future as we are underway in the third quarter. Chiefs going left to right as they get it out to Vincent. Vincent will drive, kick out over to Berger. Berger with a floater, laying good.
Jenna Berger comes out hot. She has 16 now, and she's the first on the board tonight.
She starts the third quarter right where she left off the second. And now Ashwood with the ball. She'll pass it, now passes the near side wing. Driving, and they will call a traveling violation, I believe.
Or is that a push-off?
Either a traveling or an offensive foul on Low. But either way, it will be Chiefs ball. Once again, as Vincent brings the ball up over the timeline, passes over to Berger near side wing. Now over to Hatchell. Hatchell inside to Berger. Berger with the hook shot, no good. Offensive rebound, also no good. Offensive rebound by Berger, again, no good. Another offensive rebound, and a whistle will be blown. And not sure what they're calling exactly.
Well, it looks like Jenna Berger got hit on the face a little bit. She is rubbing her eye. She probably lost the contact lens or anything.
or got elbowed in the eye a little bit, which certainly is not comfortable. So Ashanti White will check in for her as she recovers. Vereen kicks it out to Vincent at the corner. Now she'll bring it over to the wing. Now back over to White. And a steal by Marlboro County. Pushing it up. Stop. Fadeaway, no good. Offensive rebound, no good as well. And the Chiefs are able to come up with it. Hatchell passes it out to Vincent. Vincent will reset at the point. Passes over to White, far side wing. Now over to Vincent. Now over to Hatchell. Now back over to Vincent. Vincent passes inside to Berger. Berger outside to Hatchell. Hatchell with the three from the near side corner, and she drains it.
Well, that's the first three of the night for the Chiefs.
Now Lowe brings it out. Passes it over to Norman. Norman kicks it out to Ashwood. Now back over to Lowe. Now back over to Ashwood. Ashwood back over to Lowe. Lowe far side wing. Passes it over to Isaac. Isaac over to Norman. Norman passes it over to Lowe. Lowe will drive baseline floater. Good. A slight full court press by Lowe, and it's a foul is called on Ashwood as she goes hard into Riley Vincent, and it will remain Chief ball.
38-27 here with 6:02 remaining here in the third quarter.
Vincent passes it over to Hatchell. Hatchell over to Vereen, back over to Hatchell near side wing. She'll pass it over to Vincent. Now over to White. White over to Berger. Berger inside to Vereen. Vereen kicks it out to Vincent. Vincent will drive baseline. Puts up a long two, no good. And a long rebound goes right to Hatchell, and she'll reset. Vincent now with the ball. Vincent thought about stopping and popping. Now passes it over to White. White over to Berger. Berger tried to pass it inside to Hatchell, but it is deflected out of bounds, and it will remain Chief ball. Just under 5.5 left to go. 38-27. Chiefs lead by 11. Vereen now to inbound. Passes it over to Hatchell. Hatchell takes a three from the far side corner. No good. Rebound by Lowe. Lowe will go coast to coast. Lay-in attempt no good. Rebound by Berger. Berger long outlet pass to Vincent. Vincent will go coast to coast. Lay-in no good, but she'll draw the foul and go to the line to shoot two.
And good job by Riley Vincent there, driving into the two Marlboro County defenders and able to draw the foul.
No fear for Riley Vincent right there.
She'll be going to the line for the first time tonight against Myrtle Beach. She was 2 of 2.
First free throw, no good off back iron. So will remain a 38-27 game. Chiefs currently on a 5-2 run to start this quarter out, as the second one is good, and they'll extend the lead out to 12, 39-27. Norman brings the ball up, passes it over to Lowe. Lowe now back over to Norman. Norman stutter step, she'll drive, kick out. Now drive baseline, floater, no good. Offensive rebound, however, by Marlboro County, no good. Another offensive rebound, and Ashwood will draw the foul. And we'll see if they will call it in the act of shooting. So Kennedy Ashwood will go to the line to shoot two.
And it seems like Jenna Berger is okay because she's back at the scorer's table awaiting to check in.
That's a good sign for the Chiefs, as the first free throw is good. Nothing but net.
Berger will check in for Adaya Vereen.
Second free throw by Ashwood is good. Hatchell now, long outlet pass over to Vincent. Vincent crosses the timeline. She'll drive, kick out to White. White passes inside to Berger, almost lost it, and now she does. It will be tipped out of bounds, and it will remain Chief ball. Chiefs catch a lucky break, as Montasia Isaac could not handle the steal. So Vincent now to inbound. Vincent passes it over to White. White brings it far side. Now passes it over to Vincent. Vincent with the three from the near side corner. No good. Rebounded by Marlboro County. Marlboro County with a wide open lane. And they lose the handle. But they will say it went off of a Chief. So it will remain Bulldog ball.
Well, the Bulldogs are still fighting here.
Yes, they are, as Lowe stops and pops from the far side wing. No good. Rebounded by White. White will now push it up. Long outlet pass to Berger. Berger tries to put a lay-in on a one-timer, but no good. And it's rebounded by Marlboro County as Lowe takes the three and drains it.
The ref called that a 2.
Okay, so it was a very long 2. As a scramble for the ball now, and stolen by the Bulldogs. Lowe kicks it out. Now a 3, no good by Norman. Rebounded by the Chiefs. The tempo is really heating up here as a steal by the Bulldogs. 3 buckets.
And you have to assume Coach Smith is going to have to start calling a timeout soon.
That was Jasmine Norman with the 3 from the far side wing. And a foul is called as the Bulldogs tried to put on a bit of a full court press. But Ashwood causes the foul.
39-34 with 3:40 remaining in this one. This place is starting to get loud, Brandon.
Now the Chiefs try to slow down the tempo a bit. Hatchell now with the ball far near side corner. An errant pass by her is stolen by Lowe. Lowe will go coast to coast. Tries to get inside. She does to Norman, and she gets the lay-in. And a timeout will be called by the Chiefs, as now it is a 3-point game.
Well, for the first time tonight, Marlboro County They have been showing signs of fight all night, but now they've got it within striking distance. 39-36, 3:23 remaining here in the third quarter. Coach Smith visibly upset with her team in the huddle. You have to assume she's gonna tell her team that you have to slow things down. You're starting to
Absolutely.
play their game on their court, and that's the last thing you want to do.
Exactly. The Chiefs are playing a little too sloppy on the offensive end and allowing some fast break opportunities for the Bulldogs. 3:33 remaining in the third quarter. Chiefs up by 3, 39-36.
And it looks like it's going to be the same 5 that are going to come back out after the timeout.
So the only non-starter out on the court for the Chiefs is Ashanti White.
It's interesting running a 2-point guard system for Coach Smith. Going to see if they could get some penetration in the paint here.
Vincent to bring it up over the timeline, passes it over to Berger, near side corner, passes it inside to Hatchell. Hatchell backing down her man, and she'll draw a foul and go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, they didn't penetrate with the guards, but they fed it inside to Hatchell, who did a nice job drawing the foul, and she'll be going to the line to shoot 2.
And that's all you really need to do. As long as you can either get an easy shot or draw a foul, that's what you want to do on every offensive possession. As the first free throw by Hatchell is good, and that'll extend the lead out to 4.
Coach Smith going to go with a little more size. Ashanti White's going to check out, and Destiny Vereen, the 7th grader, will check in.
Hatchell's second free throw is good as well, extending the lead out to 5. As Lowe now brings the ball up over the timeline. She'll call a play out. She'll thought about driving far side, now kicks it out. Now passes it over. Norman with the 3, no good. Rebounded by Vereen. Now Vincent with the ball at the point. She'll reset, and an errant pass by her is stolen, but almost lost it. Scramble for the ball, and it will go out of bounds, and they will say it went off of Vincent. So it will remain Marlboro County ball as they catch a break.
Well, Riley Vincent tried to force that ball in between 2 Marlboro County defenders. It's not really a surprise that that one got taken away.
Low with the ball now. She'll drive down the lane. Stops and pops. Fadeaway 2 from the paint is good. And that'll cut the deficit down to 3 now. Hatchell now brings the ball up over the timeline. Almost gets it stolen. Loses the handle, but is able to recover. Passes it inside to Berger. Laying good.
Well, that eye injury is not stopping Jenna Berger. That gives her 18 on the night.
Lowe will drive. Now stops and pops. Fade away, no good. And they will call an offensive foul on Lowe. I guess a push-off. So it will be Chief ball once again.
So Marlboro County, very surprisingly, not going into their full court press as we've seen in the last couple possessions. They're going to take their chances with the half-court defense with a 5-point lead, 43-38, 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
Vincent gets some pressure defense and it forces her to travel. Marlboro County has a chance to cut the lead down to a 1-possession game once again as Lowe brings the ball up over the timeline. Lowe passes it over to Oliver. Oliver over to Norman. Norman over to Lowe. Lowe stutter step. She'll drive. Now passes inside lane attempt. No good. Offensive rebound, however, by Marlboro County. No good. Now it's finally rebounded by the Chiefs. Vincent tries to pass it all the way up to Berger. Berger tried to get inside, but no dice. But it will go off of a Marlboro County player, so it will remain Chief ball.
So the freshman guard, Riley Vincent, will be pulled as Adaya Vereen will come in. Destiny Vereen will trigger the inbounds play.
She gets it to Hatchell. Hatchell stops and pops. Long 2 drains it from the near side corner. Now Marlboro County trying to push the tempo. Now kicks it out to Lowe. Lowe almost gets it stolen. Tries to get it inside. 3, no good. Rebounded by the Chiefs. And now Berger thought about driving, but now kicks it out and will reset. Hatchell now with the ball at the point. She backs down her man. Now passes it over far side wing. Vereen gets double teamed and almost gets it stripped, and she does. Steele passes it inside Low. Easy lane, no good. Rebounded by Moss, or Vereen, Now passes inside. Adaya Vereen loses the handle. Scramble for the ball, and a whistle will be blown. And they will call I think they called a foul on Vereen, so it will be Bulldog ball with 38.1 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
And Jamisha Moss is going to check in for Adaya Vereen. 46-38 game.
Low with the ball. She'll bring it up over the timeline. She'll hand it off over to Oliver. Oliver passes it over to Norman. Norman brings it near side. Kicks it out to Low. Low stutter step drive. Now passes inside. Lay-in good. That lay-in by Brown.
That's her first points of the night, and it's a 6-point game now as time is winding down here in the third.
And the Chiefs will try to get one final shot off with 5 seconds remaining. Passes over to Berger. Berger will put up a floater from way out. A long 2 by her is no good. So that will end the third quarter with the score Chiefs 46, Bulldogs 40. Chiefs with a 6-point lead.
Well, 8 minutes remaining in this one, and this is probably 8 minutes remaining as this is do or die for Marlboro County. They have, I don't know how many times I'm going to say 8 minutes in one sentence, but they have one quarter to overcome a 6-point deficit and solidify their chances of making the playoffs, because there's no way they're going to want to go into a tiebreaker scenario.
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs have the lead, but it's not a commanding lead at this point.
And Marlboro County, for some time in the first half, they looked like they were put away and finished early on. At least it was looking like it was going to be like that. But they fought hard. They've been tough. They've been physical against this North Myrtle Beach team that has already clinched. And they're not going to go down without a fight here.
As the Bulldogs inbound to start the final quarter. Low with the ball. She'll bring it over near side. Now passes it over to Oliver. Oliver brings it far side wing. Now cross court over to Low. Low with the 3 from the near side corner. No good. She tries to get her own offensive rebound. Scramble for the ball, and the Chiefs are able to come up with it. Hatchell passes out to Berger. Berger with the long 2. No good. Rebounded by Marlboro County. Oliver pushes it up. Now passes inside. Lay-in good by Lowe. And now it's a 46-42 game with just over a half a minute coming off the clock. Moss with the ball. Passes inside to Berger. Berger to Berger. Lay-in good.
Give Jenna Berger 20 points on the night with that layup.
Huge game for Jenna Berger tonight as Lowe will slow down the tempo and bring it over the timeline. She stutter steps, almost lost the handle on it. Now kicks it out. Driving, stop and pop, no good. Rebound, scramble, and taken by Moss. And a foul will be called on Marlboro County.
So Riley Vincent is going to check in once again for North Myrtle Beach. And it looks like it's going to be Destiny. Hold on. Oh, wait, she's not checking. I don't know. She ran out onto the court.
Will not check in yet. And
Destiny Vereen to the line to shoot 2.
oh, the Bulldogs are in the bonus, or the Chiefs are in the bonus. Excuse me.
That was a
so
1-and-1.
Vereen had the 1-and-1. The first free throw, no good. Rebounded by Marlboro County. Low with the ball. She'll stutter step. Now spin move, kick out. 3 buckets. That 3 by Shania Oliver cuts the lead down to 3. 1 possession ball game. Passes it over to Moss. Moss inside the Berger, lay in, no good. Scramble for the ball. It will go out of bounds. It will remain Chief ball. As now Adaya Vereen and Riley Vincent will get the chance to check in.
And they're going to go with a smaller lineup as Destiny Vereen and Jamisha Moss are going to check out 2 very important bigs. So they're going to sacrifice rebounding for shooting. Interesting tactic here by Coach Smith.
Passes inside. Berger gets her shot rejected, but it's a rebound by Vereen. Again, she gets her own offensive rebound, and again, an offensive rebound. Passes inside to Hatchell. Hatchell laying good. 4 offensive rebounds result in 1 bucket for the Chiefs. Now driving far side is Oliver. Oliver loses the handle, stolen. Long outlet pass to Berger, wide open lane, laying good. That'll extend the lead out to 7, and Marlboro County says we need a timeout.
Well, now the Chiefs are starting to turn on the Jets a little bit. A 7-point lead here, 52-45, 5:48 at the timeout. That was nice on that down court pass from one Berger to another Berger.
Yep, Berger to Berger.
And let's see. So the Bergers combined have 30 points.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it all season since Jenna was able to come back after her appendicitis, that they have been the dominant duo on this team, and they've been leading the team in scoring pretty much every game. I mean, these are the 2 leading scorers on the team overall, with Jordan averaging 14.95 points per game and Jenna averaging 15.53.
So they're close to breaking those averages. So we're out of the timeout here. Same 5 back out on the floor for the Chiefs in the half-court pressure as Marlboro County is going to bring it over the timeline.
Low to bring it over the timeline. She'll bring it near side, hands it off. Spin move by Ashwood. Ashwood will drive, stops and pops, no good. Rebounded by Hatchell. Some pressure defense by Hatchell, or by Ashwood, excuse me, but Hatchell is able to get it out. Vincent gets hit from behind and loses the handle on the ball. Jump ball will be called on the scramble. Possession error will favor the Chiefs. I'm surprised that there was no foul called on that, though, because
Riley Vincent, yeah, she got bumped pretty good there, and she ended up losing
had
the
no
ball.
idea that anyone was behind her.
Well, still, we got the call on the jump ball.
As Vereen will inbound over to Vincent. Vincent will bring it far side. She gets double teamed. Is able to get it out to Berger, but Berger throws an errant pass, and it's stolen by Marlboro County. Long outlet pass, lay in, no good by Norman, and it will go out of bounds, and it will remain Marlboro County ball.
I believe that's the second bunny layup they have missed on a wide open attempt.
There have been a couple of, on both ends, a couple of bunny lay-ins that these teams have missed tonight. As a whistle is blown, it will remain Marlboro County ball.
The first pass was deflected out of bounds by a Chief.
Yep. Second pass will come in, and it's stolen this time, and a foul will be called. So Daviana Hatchell will go to the line to shoot 1-1.
And I don't think that's the right thing for Marlboro County to be doing with a little over 5 minutes remaining. You don't want to start fouling now because there's the chance that North Myrtle Beach is going to get into the double bonus very soon here. And I think that is 10.
I think they are in the double bonus, actually.
So Daviana Hatchell, 5 of 6 at the line tonight. She's had a very impressive night. I'm still going to have to count up her points. Here's the first attempt.
First one, no good, and apparently they are not in the double bonus yet, as the rebound is taken by Marlboro County. Lowe will drive coast to coast, loses the handle, and Adaya Vereen is able to come up with it. Now Hatchell will slow the tempo down and bring it over the timeline. Hatchell passes over to Berger, almost too high, but Berger's able to come up with it, passes it inside, give and go, Hatchell with the lay-in.
54-45, 4.5 minutes remaining in this one.
Lowe brings the ball up over the timeline. Now she'll bring it back out and reset. She'll bring it far side. Now gets a pick, brings it near side, hands it off. Now passes it over to Norman. Norman passes it out long two, no good. Rebounded by the Chiefs. Vincent drives, now kicks it out to Berger. Berger thought about putting it up, now passes it over to Vereen, and she lays it up and in.
Now it's back up to a double-digit lead now, 56-45, 4 minutes remaining.
Lowe drives. Now step back two, no good. And a foul will be called off of the offensive rebound. And that foul will be called on Vereen. And apparently that is the Chiefs'
third foul?
Well, it's their eighth foul, so it's they're in the Bulldogs are in the bonus. As the first free throw is up and good by Isaac.
That's surprising. There's a lot of bulbs burnt out on the scoreboard here at Marlboro County, so that's why I thought it was a 3 at first. So Destiny Vereen's going to check in here. We haven't seen many unusual, well, not unusual players check in, but the players you normally wouldn't see yet.
As the second free throw is no good off back iron. A long rebound is taken by Berger. Now handed off to Vincent. Vincent almost lost the handle, passes over to Vereen. A strong pick by Berger. Vereen almost had a clear lane and was not able to get the shot off. Offensive rebound attempt by Berger, but a foul will be called on the Chiefs.
Oh, that was a jump ball.
Oh, they will. Okay, it was called a jump ball. So possession error will favor the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs will call a timeout with just over 3.5 to go in the game. 56-46. Chiefs in the lead.
Well, with a 10-point lead here and 3.5 minutes roughly remaining, the Chiefs, all they have to do is play their game.
And I think, especially if this lead is able to get widened, we may very well see some of the newer players come in.
Well, that's pretty likely, but that probably won't happen until maybe under the 2-minute
Yeah,
mark.
I was just going to say probably with 2 minutes remaining or close to it at least.
But what the Chiefs need to do, well, essentially what play your game means, is slow it down. Don't try and be too wild on passes. Don't take wild shots, obviously. You want to control the ball and you want to control the tempo.
Oh, absolutely. You definitely want to be able to control the tempo as we are just about set to get things underway again as Lowe gets the inbound. Lowe calling out a play from the point. She'll bring it far side. Now passes it inside and a whistle is blown. I believe they will call a kick ball, so it will remain here. Oh, no, they will actually call a foul on the Chiefs. So that will send...
Wait.
I'm not sure because the Bulldogs still have the ball. It looked like the ref put a number up.
That was the Chiefs' 4th foul. I was right.
So I don't know why they went to the line on that last one as a lay-in attempt is good. A very high arcing lay-in goes in and one for Shania Oliver.
Well, now it's crucial for Marlboro County to make these, as that is the Chiefs' 5th foul, actually.
So Oliver will go to the line for the end one.
She has 5 points total, looking to make it 6 with this and one opportunity.
And it goes off the front iron. Whistle is blown, however.
There was a lane violation.
Lane violation on Marlboro County. So it will be Chief ball.
And that's a break for the Chiefs as Marlboro County.
This is the first time you've done it. You almost got through the entire girls' game. As Vereen passes it over to Berger. Berger back over to Vereen. Vereen will drive, loses the handle, and it will go out of bounds, and it will be Marlboro County ball.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know why Marlboro County wasn't going into the full court press, but doesn't matter now.
As Ashwood tried to drive, now she tries again, tries to pass it inside, and a foul will be called on the Chiefs. So that will send, can't quite see the number from here. Oh, it is Oliver once again.
Well, that's the game plan for Leia Zimmerman. Just drive the ball inside.
First free throw, no good off front iron.
But what Marlboro County has to do in this stage of the game, you got to start making the freebies.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it for the boys team for North Myrtle Beach, but it's the same seems to be true for Marlboro County girls, as the second one is also no good. Scramble for the ball, tie up, possession error will favor the Chiefs.
And it's going to be Daviana Hatchell checking in for Adaya Vereen.
Just under 3 minutes remaining in the game. Chiefs up by 8.
At 56-48.
Vincent passes over to Berger, far side wing. Berger to Berger, far side wing. Passes inside to Hatchell. Hatchell with the 2 from the far side elbow gets it in. And that'll extend the lead out to 8. Now Lowe will bring it up. Hands it off. Now passes it over. Almost lost it, and she does. It's stolen by the Chiefs. Long outlet pass to Berger. Berger lay in. Good.
Well, Daviana Hatchell has 21 points on the night, and Jenna Berger retakes the team lead with 22.
Now, Aaron pass is stolen by Berger. Berger to Berger. She'll go coast to coast. Lay in. No good. Some good transition defense. But Moss is able to get, or excuse me, Verena is able to get the offensive rebound and draw the foul, and she will go to the line to shoot 2.
And with the 12-point lead here at 60-48 with a little over 2 minutes, you have to assume at some point Coach Smith is going to start sending over a couple of the JV players.
Absolutely, as the first free throw by Vereen is up and good.
And yep, just right on time.
Right on cue, we get both Christian Livingston and Jaden Berger checking in.
It looks like just Jaden Berger at this point.
No, Livingston was the one to check in, the first one to check in. I think Berger was going to check in for Vereen, but with the second free throw being missed, that is an errant pass. It will be Chiefs ball, and now Jaden Berger will get the chance to check in for Vereen.
And it's all 3 Bergers on the court.
We've got a triple-decker Berger.
Let's see if we can get a Berger to Berger to Berger bucket here.
As Hatchell brings the ball up over the timeline. She passes it inside. Berger gets the shot to go and one.
That's Jaden. Oh, no, Jaden Berger didn't get that to go.
Oh, it didn't go in.
So she'll be going to the line.
She will go to the line to shoot 2.
The redhead youngest Berger wearing number 32 in her first varsity game. The bench will explode if she makes this.
Her first free throw. Good. Nothing but net. And you were right. The crowd behind us goes nuts.
Her sister's standing on opposite sides of her. They gotta be smiling.
This is a big moment for the Berger family. As we know, Mrs. Berger, their mom, is right behind us as the second one no good. And it will go out of bounds, and it will be Marlboro County ball. Minute 44 remaining in the game, 62-48. Chiefs in the lead. As Lowe brings it up, she'll drive, and a timeout will be called by Marlboro County.
Well, Jaden Berger officially gets on the board as a varsity player. Jordan Berger has 1,000, and Jaden, she's going to have quite a bit to catch up.
I mean, even in high school, you have to imagine that that's pretty rare that 3 siblings would score points in a single game.
That is very, very well, except maybe the Ball brothers who played at
that's
out
true.
in California.
That's true.
So Daviana Hatchell was in, and it looks like she's gonna stay in. The same 5 is gonna come out. I thought we would see maybe Katie Runyon or Alana Nice checking in.
Marlboro County inbounds. Lowe brings it near side. Now passes it over far side. Now back over to the point. Drive, stop and pop three. Drains it. Norman with the three. Now some full court press by the Bulldogs. James trying to force the turnover, but that ball gets knocked out. Oh, they will actually say it went out of bounds off of a Chief. So the pressure forces the turnover. Marlboro County with the ball. Oliver with the ball. Now passes it over. Now a crossover. Passes inside. James with the lay-in. And again, a full court press. Long outlet pass to Berger. Berger will cross the timeline. That is Jenna Berger with the ball. Jenna getting some pressure on her. Now passes it over to Jordan. Jordan bringing it near side. She'll bring it out, and looks like the Chiefs are just going to run out some clock as Jordan will drive. Kick out. Now Jenna with the ball, and it's stolen. Lowe will drive coast to coast, lay in, good. Just over 30 seconds remaining, and it is a 7-point game. Vereen that is Livingston who crosses over the timeline, loses the handle. Three, good. That three by Jasmine Norman cuts the lead down to 4. And we suddenly have a game here with 12.7 seconds remaining.
And Coach Smith wants a timeout here. The Bulldogs are still hanging around, a 4-point game, 62-58, 12.7 seconds remaining.
Now, the big question is, do you bring your starters back out for these last few seconds, or do you have faith in the team that you have on the court right now?
Well, you have 3 players on the court that'll be part of this team for the years to come, and wow, looks like the starters are back on. So just forget about what I said there. Coach Smith is going to go with the safe option to close out this game.
So the starters come out as Vereen inbounds it all the way out. It's tipped. That will go all the way back. No backcourt as a foul will be called. And that will send, I believe it will be Jordan Berger to the line.
It's going to be Jenna.
Oh, okay.
Jenna
No,
Berger.
it is Jenna Berger.
Jenna has had a very, very impressive night. 22 points, 0 of 1 from the foul line thus far, though.
Her first free throw, no good, off back iron.
With 8.2 seconds remaining in this one, what do you think the Chiefs are going to do? Potentially go into a full court press?
I mean, they have to still have a miracle as the second free throw is up and good, extending the lead out to 5. They do not, as they pass it out. Now kick out. Lowe passes it over. She loses the handle, does James, and that'll end the game. The Chiefs are able to come out with a victory here. 63-58 is your final, as the Chiefs extend their record out to 20-4, 7-3 in region play. Marlboro County is at 16-9. They drop down to 4-6 in region play. So it's going to be very interesting to see who the final 2 teams are to make the playoffs out of Region 6.
Well, all Marlboro County can do now is sit back and wait. And the Chiefs, would you say, escaped with the win tonight?
Absolutely.
But it's
that was the word I was trying to look for earlier when I was...
Well, it was a hard-fought and tough win, but the Chiefs will end the regular season schedule with a victory. And congratulations once again to Jaden Berger getting her first point as a varsity player.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great moment for the Berger family, having all 3 siblings on the court at the same time, and having both Jenna and Jordan out there for Jaden's first points in her career. Well, her first point in her career.
So the boys have taken the court here for warm-ups. Their game's going to have much more meaning as they are still fighting to solidify their playoff spot. As of right now, they are in the playoffs, but we'll be going over the scenarios
We'll
later.
talk about the scenarios when we get onto the boys' feed. As I was trying to look to see if any of the other games had been posted up, and they have not. So for Marlboro County, they're just going to have to wait and see if they are able to get into the playoffs. So that'll just about wrap it up for us here as the boys take the court. So for Tyler Kerp, I'm Brandon Biskobing saying so long, and be sure to tune in to the boys game coming up next here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network.